Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. My name is Nick with the 1994 Candle Co. and today we are going to be smelling some of the new Cabin Fever collection scents from the Flaming Candle. And I am really excited to get to smell some of these for the first time. So thought I'd do a little reaction video like we've done so many times before. You guys really seem to like these videos. So, and I like making them. So I have all, I don't know exactly how many are in here. I want to say like 10, maybe 12 scents from the Flaming Candle. They're all their, like I said before, Cabin Fever collection. I haven't smelled any of these. They did not send these to me. I bought them myself just because I was interested in some of them. To be honest, I was interested in them because they kind of look like, at least from the pictures and like some of the scents names and stuff like that, I kind of got the vibe that they are like, I don't know if anyone else kind of thinks of winter as like two different seasons, basically. There's like I mean, maybe not actual seasons, but like, you know, I think of it as like two separate things. So like there's the first part of winter where everything's fun and happy and there's holidays and there's, you know, if you celebrate it, there's Christmas coming up, there's all these fun things going on, there's, you know, Thanksgiving, even though technically that's still part of fall, but to be honest, like once it drops below like 30 degrees here, it's winter. I don't really care what the calendar says, to me it's winter. Which honestly, it's already dropped below 30 degrees here, so a few times. So today it was like 60 something though. So, you know, we're still in that weird back and forth time of year. But basically, like I was saying, there's the first part of winter that is before the new year that is happy and fun, and there's, you know, lots of family get-togethers and, you know, you're hanging out with friends a lot more and holidays and all this fun stuff. And then January 1st hits and there's like nothing to look forward to for quite a while. And so it's kind of just like has this massive drop of just like, oh, this is no longer fun. We're not looking towards Christmas or New Year's or anything like that anymore. And it's just cold and bitter and just dark all the time. And we just had the time change happen, which I don't know about you guys, but I do not do well with it getting dark at like 4 p.m. It's just not. So, but yeah, so then, you know, it's a cold time. It's, you know, you don't really want to go anywhere. And obviously, I mean, some of us still have to go to work every day, which is not fun, especially when it's like snowing 158 feet outside and, you know, all the things. It's just, you know, there's two parts of winter. There's the fun, happy, carefree side of winter, and then there's the reality side of like cold and just it's not fun anymore and you're just ready for spring. But anyway, all that to say, I feel like these scents kind of like from the scent like names and like the pictures on their website, they're like really dark and like just, I don't know, they looked really cool, but they kind of like, I feel like they cater more towards like the second type or the second time of winter, which I mean would make sense, cabin fever, because like I feel like that's what happens in January and February is like we're all just like cooped up and we're just like ready to, you know, do stuff outside again or whatever, and yeah, but it's too cold. So anyway, I don't know if anyone else thinks of winter as two separate things like that like I do, but anyway, I feel like these scents, like I was saying, kind of cater more towards the second part of winter, which is why I was interested in them, because I don't really see a lot of scents like that. Like you see a lot of, you know, the things that like go really well with Christmas, like gingerbread and, you know, peppermint and, you know, just candy canes, all that kind of stuff or whatever, but you don't really see too many scents that like necessarily go with like the other side of winter. So all that to say, I was just really excited because I felt like these kind of cater more towards that side of winter. So I guess we'll find out when I officially smell them. So let's get started. So just like usual, we're just gonna go completely at random. But this first one is Sugared Spruce. I kind of imagine just like a vanilla-y Christmas tree, but I don't know. Oh, no, not really at all. It's almost like what am I smelling? I like this. It's like, it almost smells like a little bit of like cotton candy mixed with pine. I don't know if that makes any sense. That sounds like a really weird like combination. But yeah, it smells like cotton candy and pine. I'm trying to think of, maybe not cotton candy. That might not be the right, but there's like a certain type of sugar necessarily that this like smells like, or like a type of candy or something that I'm smelling that like, I'm like, this smells really familiar, but also mixed with like a little bit of pine. It's more heavy, definitely on like the sweeter side. Yeah, I can't place like what, there's like a specific type of, some kind of candy-y type smell that I'm smelling along with pine. It does smell really good. You would not, like, this is not a normal combination of scents that you would normally have. But I'm liking it. Yeah, there's like some kind of like I'm getting like strawberry, like some kind of strawberry type candy that this kind of smells like, but mixed with some pine in there. And I feel like the more that I smell it, the more I'm getting more pine out of it. But at first, like all I could smell was like the strawberry candy almost. Yeah, it's like a candy pine tree, which I mean, kind of goes with the name. It's called sugared spruce. So I feel like that kind of tracks. But yeah, it definitely wasn't the type of sugar that I was expecting. But like I said, it does smell nice. All right, next up we have eucalyptus forest, which I'm also interested in this one. I love the smell of eucalyptus, so I feel like I might like this one. Yeah, this is a nice, I definitely get quite a bit of eucalyptus. I'm not picking up, oh, okay. Out of the bottle, I do get a little bit more, maybe just like a touch more forest or whatever. That was supposed to be air quotes, but I only had one finger. It definitely smells like, definitely lots of eucalyptus. I'm not picking up on a lot of foresty scents or whatever. Like I don't really smell any like pine or earthiness. I really just smell mostly eucalyptus with like a little bit of mint or peppermint. And it's like buried in there. I bet like once you actually put it into wax though, it would probably bring out that kind of foresty scent a little bit more, but you could definitely blend it with something else to bring out a little bit more of the forest side of the scent or whatever if you wanted to. But again, not a bad scent for the holidays. You know, eucalyptus is a very calming scent, and if you have family like mine, you need all the calm you can get. Hopefully they're not watching this right now. Next up is maple santal. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be like a little bit sweeter, but with like a little bit of like muskiness. Yeah, I wasn't too far off. I don't know if I would say muskiness, but I can definitely smell the maple. It's definitely sweet, but not too sweet. It doesn't smell like it doesn't smell like super candy or anything like that. Yeah, it smells really good though. I definitely pick up on the maple. Yeah, I don't know if I'm picking up a whole lot of santal, but I don't fully know that I've ever smelled that on its own. Like I've smelled it with other things, but never necessarily on its own. So it might just be that I don't fully know exactly what it smells like, but I usually feel like I can decipher it a little better than what I'm getting from this. But this is kind of like a more sweet scent, but it almost feels like it's sweet, but it feels slightly more like a luxury sweetness, if that makes any sense. It smells like a sweetness that you'd smell at like a really fancy, like, you know, like spa or hotel or, you know, something like that. It kind of smells like a fancier like chocolate or something like that. Like, I don't know that there actually is chocolate in this, but like that's what I'm getting, is like a fancier kind of, after I just said that it's not like a sweet candy, but like hopefully that makes sense. I'm like, I probably am not making any sense to you guys, but hopefully that makes some sort of sense. It's a fancier sweet smell. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, this one smells really good. It kind of smells almost like slightly like a sweet perfume. Real fast, before we get to this next fragrance, it would mean so much to me if you'd give this video a thumbs up if you are finding some value in it, or you are enjoying watching me try and explain these scents. And be sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already, so that we can keep hanging out. Next up, we have Midnight Amber. I'm gonna guess like either cologne-y or perfumey, something along those lines. This smells really nice. I don't know if I would say this is a cologne or a perfume. It's very unisex. You definitely could use it as like a body spray, cologne, perfume. Like, I feel like this would be a good like scent to wear. I feel like I'm picking up on some kind of like woody type notes, but I can't decipher like what they are. But yeah, this one smells really good. I wish I had more to say about it, but I just don't really know what I'm smelling. It does smell really good. I really like this one. This would, yeah, like I was saying, this would be a good scent for like a perfume or a cologne or body spray, because it's really like, you could definitely use it for, it would be really good for guys or girls. I feel like they named this appropriately because, you know, midnight, it could smell like a lot of different things or whatever, and I feel like I don't really know exactly like what I'm smelling or whatever, but it does smell really good. This does feel like a more upscale scent as well. It doesn't smell like a cheap cologne or anything like that. To me it smells, yeah, like much more like of an upscale scent or whatever. So I really enjoy this one. This one would be good for like a higher end, like luxury line of candles if you had one. Yeah, I enjoy this one. It's a good one. I will say, out of the bottle, Midnight Amber does smell just slightly like a little bit lighter. I don't know if it will be like that once it's in a candle or not, but it does smell, at least out of the bottle, it does kind of have a more subtle scent, just so you know. All right, we are 4 in, and honestly, not a one I haven't liked. Next up, I remember being really interested in this one, Cinnamon Embers. This smells like a kind of like a sophisticated hot tamale. If you've ever had that candy or whatever, it's my mom's favorite candy, and so I've smelled it a lot. It smells really good. I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about the embers part of it, but I feel like it mixes together really well. This is another one that I almost feel like you could wear as like a body spray or something. I would say it's slightly more like masculine type scent, but I mean, you could definitely get away with it either way. Yeah, I feel like I'm smelling some kind of like slight muskiness or some kind of, you know, something along those lines. I think I'm smelling a little bit of oud, which is what you normally, I feel like you do normally have that in like fire type scents or fireside type scents or whatever. But I definitely smell the cinnamon. The cinnamon is like the first thing that you smell for sure. And it's like, because it's like cinnamon embers, it's like a even warmer cinnamon than usual, if that makes any sense. It's not a super sweet cinnamon. It's like, it's definitely more spicy. But it smells really good. It doesn't smell like a baking cinnamon, if that makes any sense. Like when I think of cinnamon, I think of like baked goods usually. This does not, I wouldn't say it smells like that. It smells literally just like the spice cinnamon, like before you've baked it into anything. This is one especially that I feel like would be really good for like after the holidays. Like if you decided to release like a candle or two or a few or a collection, whatever, I feel like this one would be really good. Like if you wanted to do like an after, you know, like I said, winter 2.0 collection or something like that. Or even if you called it cabin fever, you know, like I feel like the name of this collection really goes with these scents really well. When I'm stuck in the house and stuck in our apartment in January and I, you know, want to go outside or whatever and I can't because it's like negative 38 degrees, this is a scent that I would burn because it kind of smells homey, but not like super, I don't know. I feel like when I say homey, a lot of people just think of baked goods. It doesn't smell like a baked good scent. So yeah, but it does smell really nice. All right, next up we have black cherry chai, which I am once again very intrigued. This whole collection has been like, I'm like, wow, I would have never thought to like put those things together or to make those scents. And so far the Flaming Candle, they are knocking it out of the park because these are some interesting blends that I wouldn't have thought of and they are really good. Wow, that is good. It's very interesting. I definitely smell the black cherry and I definitely smell like the chai. It smells so good. I don't even know like how to describe it, but I mean, literally like the name suggests, black cherry chai, like exactly. Yeah, it almost smells like, because of the chai, I think kind of makes it a little bit sweeter. It almost smells like a black cherry pie with like some sweetness, I don't know, some sweetness, some cinnamon mixed in there. I definitely pick up on like a little bit of like cinnamon, vanilla from the chai and stuff. But then mixed with the black cherry, oh my gosh, it's so good. I already have like a dark cherry Merlot scent or whatever in my collection, but I might honestly add this to my collection too because it smells so good. Yeah, it definitely is. I would say it's definitely more on like the sweet, at least out of the bottle. Again, this is just out of the bottle, so in wax it might smell completely different. But to me, like yeah, it almost smells like a black cherry pie. Like I almost feel like I even smell like a pie crust type of scent or whatever, which is probably the chai, you know, mixing with other things. So it kind of gives it that sweet kind of bakey whatever, you know, because of the cinnamon, vanilla, etc. But yeah, it smells really good. Like I don't even know what else to say about it, but it smells really good. All right, next up we have rosemary focaccia bread. I hope I'm saying that right. Focaccia bread? I'm pretty sure that's how you say it. I could be wrong, but hopefully I'm saying that right. I honestly have no idea what rosemary smells like, and I have no idea if I've ever had focaccia bread. So I have no idea what this is gonna smell like really at all. I definitely smell bread. Yeah. I'm getting some kind of, definitely like some kind of like spice, like some, or I don't know if I would say spice, but like a peppery almost. Not quite peppery, but like something along those lines. Yeah, what is this? It's a really interesting scent. I think I have smelled rosemary before because there is something familiar about it and it kind of smells like something I've smelled before or whatever. It smells like a really good bread. I would 100% eat whatever bread this is. Like I feel like I smell some pepper in it or something along those lines. Yeah, I definitely get a little bit of like herb, like an herb scent, which I mean, obviously rosemary. But yeah, but then I get some kind of like spice, almost like a seasoning or something like that. Like either like a pepper or something along those lines that is kind of giving it just, I don't know, some kind of It's a slightly different kick than like what you would usually get from a candle, but it smells really good. Yeah, this smells really good. I don't know that I would necessarily want to burn this in my house personally. It doesn't smell bad by any means. It's just, there's like definitely some kind of like pepper or seasoning or something type of scent that I'm getting. I'm smelling that more than really anything else. I definitely pick up on like some bread, like it kind of smells like bread in the background or whatever. But yeah, it definitely, like I said, it doesn't smell bad. And I might change my mind once it's in wax or whatever, but I don't know personally that I would want this to be burned in my house, but there's definitely a market for people that would want this scent. Next up is toasted vanilla pumpkin. I feel like this is obviously gonna be some kind of sweet pumpkin scent. Yep, I was right. Big shock, I know. This smells, it smells very similar to toasted pumpkin spice from Candle Science, which makes sense because toasted vanilla pumpkin. Yeah, it's a very nice, very sweet pumpkin-y scent. I feel like most people after like October, they're kind of done with pumpkin, but I would honestly have this burning in my house year round because this is a really good, it's just a really nice sweet scent. Very homey, very, smells like you just took something really good out of the oven. Yeah, it smells almost exactly like toasted pumpkin spice from Candle Science. I would say this has just like a tiny bit more vanilla in it though than that one does, which makes sense because it's, you know, vanilla is in the name. But yeah, I definitely pick up on a little bit more vanilla from this. So the cinnamon and pumpkin notes are kind of toned down just a bit. But overall it still smells like a really good bakery type scent, which I feel like is really good to have even after the holidays and stuff, you know, like just warm, cozy scents for when it's still freezing cold outside. It's nice to have. This smells just, yeah, like a warm, cozy home during the holidays or even, you know, after the holidays. All right, next up is Pink Peppermint Snow. Yep, definitely pepperminty. Peppermint is such a happy scent to me. I love the smell of peppermint. My wife hates it, and so sadly I can't really have peppermint candles very often, like in that apartment or whatever. I mean, I do have a peppermint scent that I have for my collection and stuff, but she absolutely hates when I make it because she just hates the scent or whatever. I have always loved it though. Yeah, this honestly just smells just like a candy cane to me. I'm trying to see if I can like pick up on other notes, but I really just smell the peppermint right now at least. Yeah, I'm not really sure what the pink is supposed to be like. Like, I don't know what that is supposed to smell, you know, smell like or anything. But yeah, I smell a lot of peppermint and maybe like some kind of like perfumey scent on the back end, but I have no idea what it is. Like, it definitely, like the main thing that I smell is peppermint. I don't really know what else to describe it as other than that. But yeah, so if you're looking for a good peppermint, slightly vanilla-y type scent, this one might be a good one for you. All right, next is blackberry incense. I'm interested in this one. Don't know, I have no idea what it's gonna smell like. I feel like I say that every time, I'm sorry. I keep saying that I'm interested in all of them because I really am. Genuinely am. I'm not just saying that or whatever, but I feel like I'm just repeating myself, so I apologize. Yeah, smells exactly like the name, blackberry incense. I feel like the flaming candle does a really good job at like like their scents smell exactly like the name or whatever. It's like, wow, yeah, that's exactly what that smells like. Some places, I don't know, I just feel like they picked up a random name because they were like, well, we need to name it something or whatever. And it's kind of like, I mean, I guess those notes are in there, but it doesn't really smell like what you're describing or whatever. But this literally smells like blackberry incense. Yeah, I smell the blackberry, like the hint of smokiness or whatever. Yeah, it literally smells like incense is burning, but with like quite a bit of, I would say it's definitely heavier on the blackberry. The incense is like not, or like the, you know, the type of scent that you get from incense, if that makes any sense. It, yeah, is a little bit more subtle, but it's definitely there. Yeah, it's just like like blackberry, but with like a hint of smokiness in the background, and it kind of just rounds it out and makes it like a really unique blackberry scent. And it might just be the berries in here, but I feel like I'm getting like a small hint of like blueberry in this as well. I have no idea if that's in it or not, but that's kind of what I feel like I'm smelling a hint of or whatever, along with the blackberry. But yeah, like I said, this one smells really good. All right, we are down to our last two. So the next one is peanut butter sugar cookie, which if you know me at all, you know that I'm probably gonna like this one. Yep, I wasn't wrong. Yeah, I definitely smell the peanut butter, which is really good. I love peanut butter. So yeah, I definitely pick up on the peanut butter. I can kind of smell like the cookie notes as well. Yeah, it smells just like a peanut butter cookie. If you've ever had those before, it smells, yeah, just almost exactly like it. It smells amazing. I haven't had peanut butter cookies since I was like a kid, I don't think, but this kind of makes me want some now. Cause yeah, it smells literally exactly like the name, peanut butter cookies, or peanut butter sugar cookie, sorry. Definitely picking up on the peanut butter. I get a little bit of vanilla. Maybe like a hint of like some kind of brown sugar or something along those lines. Brown sugar or maybe cinnamon, I'm not sure. I definitely, like, this is probably gonna have to be one that I at least test out because it smells so good. This one, I don't know, it's up there for my favorite. I feel like I have a three-way tie for my favorites right now. But this one is definitely good. I almost just want to make this one into a candle just for me and no one else. All right, and last but hopefully not least, we have Cozy Cashmere. I honestly always hear people talking about like the scent of cashmere, and like I even have like I have a scent called Cashmere Plum, but I honestly have no idea like what cashmere, like, does it smell like? Does it actually have a smell, or is it just more like the texture, like when people say velvet, like that doesn't really, or at least to me, I don't know, velvet doesn't really have a smell. It just, I don't know, it just kind of has a feeling, and sometimes that, you know, feeling kind of comes across in candles, but I don't know if that makes any sense at all. But anyway, all that to say, I have no idea what this one's gonna smell like either, but we're gonna find out. I have no idea what I'm smelling. It doesn't smell bad. Yeah, it definitely smells perfumey. Perfumey, or maybe slightly soapy. Not in a bad way. Like, I feel like, sorry, I should probably clarify. I don't think it actually smells like soap. I feel like this would be good to make into a soap, if that makes sense. Like, there are certain scents that I just feel like, you know, they fit really well for certain categories. And as I'm like trying to think of like new things to add to my line, whether it be, you know, different types of candles or possibly soap or different things like that, I start thinking of like other things, like what, you know, what scents go well in certain things. And I feel like this would be, like I said, like a really good, either like a soap scent or like a perfumey scent. It's definitely a little bit more feminine, but it doesn't smell bad. There's just like a slight, like almost fruity sweetness going on in the background that I just can't quite put my finger on. Is it like, I don't think it's cranberry. Yeah, I don't know. I'm smelling something slightly fruity going on in the background, but just like a hint of it. Yeah, like I said, I don't really know what I'm smelling. It does smell nice. I wish I could explain it better. I will put, like I usually do, I'll put like the scent notes or, you know, something like that on the screen so you guys can kind of see for yourselves. But yeah, I'm assuming this is maybe this is what cashmere smells like. It does kind of smell like, it does smell slightly like almost fabric-y or something, like, you know, like it smells like a sweater or something like that. And so, I mean, again, I feel like the scent is, you know, named well. Like I said, this would be really good in like either a body spray, perfume, something like that, or even a soap. So if you are also a soap maker, you might want to try this one out. And I mean, it might be fine in candles too or whatever. Once it's in wax, it might smell different. But to me, yeah, like I said, it's just much more of a, like, this is something I would expect in a perfume or a soap or something like that. Well, friends, we have run out of scents to smell. So if you guys have smelled any of these scents yourselves, or if you are planning on getting any of these scents, please let me know down in the comments below. And if you have smelled them, let me know your thoughts on them, what you liked, what you didn't like, and stuff like that. Also, let me know if you guys have put any of these into wax yet and what the difference is from out of the bottle. I would be happy to hear your thoughts on everything. I hope to maybe make some of these into candles in the future. I don't know that I'll do all of them right away or anything, just because there's like 12 of them or whatever, and that's a lot. So, but I definitely might make a few, maybe to release in like early January or something like that. So, but I'll keep you guys posted on that in a later video. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. If you guys would like to continue hanging out, there's gonna be some other videos that pop up on the screen, and I will see you there.